Alrighty. So I was going to, I went through my videos on YouTube, and I noticed that there's some lights, but they hide the like uh, section off screen. You have to pull the screen over to see it. So I've noticed that there's likes in some of the other videos I did for other games. So I will be going and playing some of them, but I figured since Brent is leaving comments and videos, I would do another video in this uh, for Brent, because Brent seems, like he knows what he's talking about and stuff. So Brent told me I should go to the next island, or get on the raft that I have. Brent, there's my raft that I've had since the first video, I believe. It's been sitting there the whole time. Uh, you had to have seen it every time I came over here to cook. So it's there. I just didn't want to go to the next island being under prepared. We have to go down here and do this because that's what they wanted me to do. So I had to go down there and do that. And then to get resources, we had to go over here to this one to get metal, which I don't know. I think this is a small dungeon, and then the one over here at the town is bigger. Um, so we can hit this one first, and then go over here and hit this one. But we have to do this because I think there's a boss in there, and it probably drops something. I don't know. It sounds like you know more about the game than I do, so uh, I'll take your word on it. But we do have to upgrade the sword again. Because if we're gonna fight stuff, we need a better weapon. So we need hardened steel, which I assume will be what we get from this. I think this is gonna come in handy because you can store food in it. Um, the seed thing might be, and I don't think that's gonna come in handy. The water tower might come in handy. And there's another boat. There's a boat, friend. So we need this salvage metal, unless I freaking farm trees and stuff, that's going to be annoying. So I had to go buy it. So there's not enough barrels sitting around. Um, we can get tan leather. That's not a problem. Hardwood. I think that's some trees over there by that thing. So, but we do have new stuff because I had to go over to the guy and buy the metal from him. So we have that to build. I don't know what that 15 is. I'm gonna assume essence or something, which I have. I just need wood. Same thing with that. I don't think we really need a fireplace, but we need. No, we have an anvil. We need to make this, and I think this is gonna be a pain in the ass to make. Um, trees and iron and some more of that shrapnel. What's that? Okay, refinery we need to make, and the smelter. So we're gonna we had to go farm, which is something I didn't want to do on stream or on video. So we need to get armor too if we're gonna go into the dungeons. So I guess I guess we're gonna go in Dungeon Land. Speaking of Dungeon Land, that used to be a game you could play. You could you could be the hero and go fight the monsters, or you could be the guy, the bad guy, and put monsters down, and put traps down for them to run through. I don't know why it died, but it was a good game. Me and Scorpion and somebody else kept playing it. And then they updated it. They took some free stuff away, which is probably why it died. But then it got to where it wouldn't even run. And then another game came out kind of like it not long after that. But I liked the game. It was fun. Get these roses, we can sell them. I don't know what good they would be anyways, so we'll just get them and sell them. And usually like around here is where barrels sit. Because it's like every time I chase a deer, there'd be a barrel around here. So yeah, we'll go in the dungeon over there. Oh yeah, don't eat roses. And do not eat raw meat, because raw meat will hurt you. I found that out yesterday when I was I got on. I was like, I need to find one of them barrels to get that one piece of fucking scrap metal, and I didn't find one. I ran around pretty much the whole day, slept, went around looking again, couldn't find one. And I still don't know what was making the game kind of lag yesterday, or the day I made the video. It's kind of weird. It's still lagging some. I don't know from what. This didn't happen the other 2 times I did videos or played. So it's got to be something in the update. Because there's nothing that I have running in the background or anything that would do that. So since it's acting like this, after this video, I think we might jump into Hollow Fighter, because I seen somebody like that one. We'll jump into that, do a video in that. I can't really do fighting games anymore. My hands bother me. So, like, they bother me when I do fighting games. Like, I can't play very long on them, which is why I haven't done any more in that. Not because I was waiting on seeing if people wanted to see more of it or not. It was just, I get playing it, and after about maybe 20 minutes, my hands start bothering me. So we'll have to jump into something else and give it a few days to maybe put out another patch to see if that fixes this or what. Because I don't know what it is. It's just weird that it the last video it was doing this whole freaking kind of lag thing. I call it lag. I don't know what frames. So yeah, Brent was like, sail to another island, and I was like, well, I kind of think we need to up upgrade my weapon and maybe get a couple more things open. You know, like upgrade to the next workbench and get armor, which is what I was gonna look at, and I decided to run over here. We'll do that after I get out of here. I'm probably gonna. I'll end up dying in here probably. Okay, so the bridge didn't go away. Like right now. Yes, I know it's time to get up, but I'm already up. Shut up. Like right now, we can mine this well, it'll probably go faster if we upgrade the pickaxe, but we can mine the metal with this pickaxe. We can mine the stones, and we can mine the coal ones, which is this. So we don't really have to upgrade the pickaxe. And for the trees, well, we might probably gonna have to upgrade the axe. So we might do that when we get back. I think we have enough stuff to do that. But basically, we could chop down most of the trees here. So that's not a real big worry for me. It's just get the sword upgraded. That way, we can fight stuff better. And then we will go sail out. Then we will go sail away. Come on, quit lagging. Sail away to another island. An island in the streams. If you didn't know, that was a reference to Dolly and Kenny. Then we'll do that. But like I said, if this is gonna give me a little bit of lag problems, I think we're gonna jump into another game the next video. The Hall of the Tournament put stuff out, or updated stuff, I should say. I think HoloCure did an update. But there's a few updates for some games. We can run some of that stuff. Like I've said before, I don't want to be a one game person when there's other games to play and stuff that maybe other, like, I don't want to just do one game and then people are like, well, that's the only thing you play. I don't want to see that. I want to do different games, and like, you know, Rooster Teeth, they would do Minecraft, they would go do some Call of Duty every now and then. They did DayZ, yeah, 7 Days to Die. They did, I think they did some Rust, but they weren't that great at it. But they would do different games. Markiplier does different games. You know, like people run different games and stuff, and they still get views. I don't want to be known as like the Minecraft guy, or you know, just Lens Island all the time. Like I've said it before when I seen what was it? One of the games I was doing, and I was getting a bunch of views, and then when I do other games, nobody would watch. But you know, it's like I've said, I want to do games and put them out there so people can see what they're like, and then be like, well, I might want to buy that. Because that's how I found Lens Island. Raptor was playing it, and I was like, well, that looks good. And then he was playing Oregon Trail, which I still want to pick up because I always liked the one on the old computers and stuff. So I kind of want to get that because there's a lot of stuff to do in it. besides just going across the across the thing to get to the place. They have different challenges and stuff. I have armor core. No, I want armor core. I got core keeper. Yeah, core keeper. No, yeah, is that what it is? But I did a video on that. I would like to play more, but it's one of them games where I'm not good at doing the building stuff. That was more of a Scorpion thing, and since he's stuck in playing single player, well, playing single player and playing Elder Scrolls Online, I won't get any help in that. I think Sai has, yeah, Sai has it because I bought it for Sai. But Sai is on a Phantasy Star Online. Oh god. So this meat really puts you up there. By the way, let's get the torch back out. I think the torch should automatically light when you get it out. But Sai's on like a Phantasy Star Online streak. Oh, it's foggy. I've never seen that. Let's see if we can find a barrel as we head back up to the house. Let's take a look at the sword again. I have problems remembering shit, so... Okay, we're gonna need the anvil, or not the anvil. Oh, I got some new, not, maybe this. This might be something worthwhile. You put vines on it, probably harvest stuff. Where the heck is that? That's here. So we need this. We don't have enough iron or the other stuff, so we'll work on these. That's gonna try and be the goal. This one might be easier to get because you only need 5. So we'll work on that. Like I've said before, I like to try and get something done in a video. I watched some people that were like, okay, we're gonna do this, and then they didn't actually do anything in the video, and then they're like, okay, next time we're going to continue this, and then the next time it was like, you know, they still didn't do anything. They dragged it on like that. And it was like, come on, I want to see some kind of progress. So I tried to accomplish something, and like Brent has left at least 4 comments on these lens videos, so I've replied to them. I try to like at least get something done in a video, and sometimes I feel like it takes an hour to get something done, even if I just focus on doing it, because it, you know, it takes a bit to do things. So, I try. Usually for me, it's easier just to do, like, say a run in Halls of Torment or Vampire Survivors or, something like that. Oh, that's right, I already have stone. So let's walk over here and sell him the wood. I think I'm getting ripped off. I only have 75. Oh, that's not bad, but I'm still getting ripped off. I feel like I'm getting ripped off. 70 wood and 14 gold. I don't know about that. Is there a place to sell stone? That's okay. There we go. I don't know. That's kind of. So I think we need to get. Is it this? No, I don't think we need that. There's another piece here. It's a hat. That's movement speed. It must be this. Yeah, I think we need to get the shield, which 18 gold's not bad for that. Oh, I don't have 18 gold right now, but that's not bad. And then here is armor. I think we might wait on that because we're gonna need this for other stuff, and that's not hard to come by, so we won't worry about that. But I think we definitely need to get the armor or get the shield. So we'll go get. We'll go get some more wood. Is there anything here? Oh no, we got roses we can sell. Wait, do I get more? Do I get 1 gold per rose? That might come in handy. So let's get the shield. This is unlocked. Do I actually have it now? How do I put it on? Wait, is that a fucking... Is that how that fucking works? If it is, that's stupid. I think we need more slots then. They do read the Discord, or not the Discord, the Steam thing. So I might have to put on there, give us more slots. This is a place I worry about. And that's stupid. I thought it was gonna equip over in the thing. I didn't even look. Um, that's stupid, because now I'm gonna have to figure out what to do about light. That's just stupid. Okay, I think everything's to the right. And I'm gonna assume there's a block button, but I don't know what it is, so I don't know how much a shield's gonna help. But yeah, I have other games kind of like this that I can play, but it's a matter of, are people gonna watch, and am I gonna be able to figure out how to make the stuff in the game? I have Valhallen or whatever it is, the Viking thing. I have Vampire whatever. It's that vampire game where you build your castle and had to hide from the sun and everything. I've been thinking about maybe redoing it, because I don't think I have the settings right. So I've been thinking about maybe just starting over on it. So I would probably play that if people would want to see that. I can't really build in the Valhalla or whatever it is. That was more of a Scorpion thing. Hey, I hit 4. Why didn't you switch over to the shield? I think I just bought something I'm never going to use. But yeah, like I was telling Brent in his comment, I know how communities work, because on the 360 when I started playing, there was this group called XBL Radio, and they played a bunch of stuff. And I was still on MySpace. Yeah, MySpace was still a thing at the time. And the main guy, Steve Artlet, oh fuck, hit me up on there and was like, hey, if you, because I'm pretty sure I've had the thing that I like to play Xbox and stuff. Okay, what the hell's going on? Oh my god, I think it crashed. And it didn't, I don't think it saved. So I went and bought just, if it didn't, oh, okay, I was gonna say, if it didn't save, then I'm not gonna go buy that shield again. So anyways, he was like the main guy of, the place. And he was like, hey, we have this community of mature, why the fuck did I get hit? Oh, there's spiders. He was like, you know, we have a mature group if you would like to come play. And I was like, well, I don't know. I didn't even know there's you know, groups like that and stuff. So I went and showed up for a game night, and everybody seemed cool. They weren't like, you know, I banged your mom, and, haha, you suck and all that. They were pretty chill and stuff. Is this a lake? No. They were pretty chill, and so I kept going to game nights and stuff, and I would leave comments and everything on their podcast on iTunes, and I got to go on their show a couple of times, which they kind of blindsided you. I think they did to everybody. They would get you to come on. They wouldn't tell you in advance what they were going to talk about. Like they had a thing, like they had their lineup of what they were going to talk about, but they wouldn't fucking send it out to their guests. That way they would have a chance to maybe look it up if they didn't know, or maybe prepare something to go off of, to, you know, and stuff. They just waited, and then they'd be like, okay, so, you know, this went on, what do you think about this one? And I'd be like, I don't know, I think it kind of sounds dumb, you know, why, but they, you know, it was kind of like blindsiding. It's like, why would you do that? So then it went from me going on there every now and then to, because I was always around, they'd be like, hey, can you host the game night? We're not going to be able to get on. And I'd be like, okay, yeah, sure. So then I would set up the lobby, have the party open for everybody, and wait for people to come on, and then go run the game. Which it was fine, like the first few times we did it, but then it was like people were more interested in going in to kill the hosts of the podcast rather than come in and actually play. And I told them that, and they didn't really listen to me. But I ran game nights and kept getting people to come play and stuff. God damn it, I almost fell in there again. And it was fun. I liked doing it. I was like, come on guys, do this, and then whoever wins will get a message from Steve or Rusty Ranchero or you know, whoever, on how to get your, because they would give away stuff. And the first couple of times they gave away stuff, they gave it to one of the helpers. So I got a t-shirt from, I don't even know what the place is anymore. I don't even know if it's around. I had gotten a t-shirt from the place, and then I got the little nubs that you can put on your sticks on your controller, the grip things. I got a pack of them one time, and then I got this rack that holds 4 controllers from them too. Because they were like, oh, ha, ha, Weasel won this. And I was like, come on, guys, you don't have to do this. Quit giving me this stuff. And they're like, well, you keep showing up, so we're going to give you this stuff. So I was like, well, okay, whatever. I was like, I can help you out other ways. You know, instead of just showing up and being like, oh, yes, I have one, and whatever. So they ended up giving me the job of promoting. So, like, to get more eyes for their videos. So I would go on the game forums and have in my in your signature about, like, did we go this way? I think we went. I don't fucking know. About, like, join XBL Radio at xblradio.com and check out everything, pretty much. Or I would go in and see something about, you know, like, these guys were jerks in this game we played. I wish they would get rid of people like that. And I'd be like, hey, if you would like to be in a community of mature, like-minded people, you know, come check out xblradio.com and join us for game nights every Friday night at like 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And that's what I do. I just go in and promote the stuff. At one point, they wanted, Steve knew one of the Fragdolls, and he had me message them and work out doing like a little showdown, the best XBL radio guys against their best Fragdolls. And I think I might have been talking to what's her name from Rooster Teeth that married Bernie. I don't remember what her name is now. She hosted the No on the Rooster Teeth thing. I think I might have been talking to her, and she gave me fucking attitude, and I told Steve about it. Steve went and bitched her out. He was like, he works for me, and this is what his job is to set up stuff like this. And he's like, you're being a bitch to him. And she apologized and stuff, and I was like, if someone says they're from wherever and you know the group, I was like, why the fuck do you act like that? So then to make up for that, the hell? To make up for that, because they were kind of big on the Xbox, like the Xbox had that little community thingy, and I guess Larry Herb, Major Nelson, liked the Frag Dolls or something, so he always had a thing where it was like, you can give your opinion on something on here or whatever. So they did like the top 10 sexiest Xbox podcast people or whatever, and Steve won that. And then they put out gamer picture, gamer picture icon things, and they had a community pack, and one of the things in that was the symbol for the XBL radio. Which, when I seen that, I went out and bought that pack just for that, which I have in my 360 library. But it won't I guess it would transfer over to the one, but I like my Gambit and Venom and more, since they're not a thing anymore and all that. I like Gambit and Venom more. I think now it's friends see Gambit and non-friends see Venom. Okay, I think I'm walking around in circles, and I didn't even get to that waterfall that we found the first time in here. Something popped up. What the hell was that? Okay, I see. We'll get this coal. But they won that, and they got the gamer tag or the gamer picture thing. And then after that, it just started where, well, as you know, I tried to do. They encouraged me to do a podcast. I was trying to think. I was getting distracted. They encouraged me to do a podcast, and so I took my buddy Bodobo, I think, and my friend Pastel, and there was a guy that was in the community named Mr. V4, and he was kind of okay, but then he turned out to be kind of a jerk after a while. So, oh, I need wood. God damn it. We're probably never gonna find this area again. But he turned out to be kind of a jerk. Pastel didn't really care for him, and some of the other people didn't care for him. So I had to get rid of him, and I brought in, I think it was my buddy Cornholio, like the second, third one I did. But then they were all like lazy and didn't want to look stuff up, and it was like, you want to run a podcast, you want to do a podcast, but you don't want to put the work in to do it. And our podcast was about, like, you know, cheap games, because we didn't have money. Pastel was kind of struggling. She was a baker in a bakery in Canada, and Bodobo was his weed. He was into weed. He was smoking a lot and stuff. And then Corn, I don't know what the hell he did, but he was just there. But none of them wanted to put the work into something that was so easy to do. It was like, go rent a game, or go to wherever they have a cheap bin at a game store and get like a $5 game out of it, and then try it out, and then write up a little review about it. And since like Bodobo was into hockey and stuff, he was into sports, I was like, if you wanna do reviews on sports games or whatever, I was like, go for it. And I was like, we're gonna do some news, so look up some kind of a game news thing. And like, I gave him a week. Like, we would do one every week just to keep up with, you know, game news and stuff. And none of them would do anything. And I'd be like, so, you know, I didn't sit like 10, because, you know, people were busy. So I didn't sit like 10 minutes before recording and be like, okay, so what do you guys come up with? I'd be like, okay, are you guys ready to go? And they'd be like, okay, yeah. And then like go into it, and I'd be like, so what do you think about like it wasn't out yet, but I'm gonna give it an example. I'd be like, so what do you guys think about the Xbox One being digital only and having to be on all the time? And they'd be like, I don't know. In fact, I think the one podcast I put up on YouTube was like, I asked them something, and they'd be like, I don't know. And I was like, didn't you even like, well, what do you mean you don't know? And then I was like, so what news do you have for us today? God damn it. I'd be like, what news do you have for us today, Bobo? And he'd be like, I don't know. I didn't look anything up. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you didn't look anything up? Like, I didn't care if we were recording or not. Like, people needed to know I was pissed off that they didn't look anything up. So after 3 podcasts of that, you know, kicking out Mr. V4 and bringing the other 2 in, because V4 didn't fucking do anything either. He wanted to sit there and shit on people. And I was like, well, we can't really do that. So, you know, we kicked him out, and oh. Wonder if there's a better torch, because I'm getting wrecked by spiders. I don't think that shield's helping it. But like, we kicked B4 out because he just wanted to shit on B4 and he wasn't really doing anything. And then the other ones weren't doing anything. So after 3 or 4 podcasts, I just said, fuck it. I said, we're not doing it anymore. You don't want to put the work in, but you want to be like the internet famous by sitting on the podcast and stuff. And I was like, that's not how it works. I was like, you need to like put some work in, look stuff up. I was like, you're not doing it. I was like, I'm doing everything. I'm taking the time to go look it up, look stuff up, to actually report on stuff, and these guys aren't doing it. So, and then the other thing was, Steve and them would review games and stuff, and they said that the hell was it? I think one of the Dynasty Warrior games was shit, and I was like, they're good, and other people agree. And then they said something else wasn't any good, and then they said some other game was good, and it wasn't any good. So when they said about Second Life, I was like, I'm gonna go in and check it out and give my own take on it, because apparently these guys are are being shitty now about their reviews. So, okay, why is there a light post there if they're... Can I go? I'm probably gonna die. Can I go down here? Huh. Apparently I can't go down. I just... How many mushrooms do I have? I'll eat some mushrooms. Okay, so I wasted a bunch of mushrooms. Apparently they don't give you... Okay, so I should have enough stuff now for the refiner, I think it was. So I'm gonna run back and set that up. So yeah, like they were doing bad reviews and stuff, and I was like, that's not fucking cool. So I went in, and it took me like a month. And even then, I don't even think I actually did a review on it. But I was in God damn it. My fingers. I was in it for like a month, hanging out in it. Like I started out in the PG area, which was kind of okay and stuff, and then I met somebody that was willing to show me around, and they took me into the adult area, and I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. I was like, Second Life seems like it's more of an adult thing, because the people were more cooler, and they weren't as cringe as the people in the PG area. So I was like, okay, that's cool. Now I'm not gonna find my way to the exit now that I want to leave. So I was like, I guess I'll hang around in here and see what it's like. So I ended up buying a plot of land, and one of my friends was really good at designing stuff in it. So they made me, god damn, they made me a whole building. It was like stained glass. I wish I had pictures of it. I'd figure out how to put it in this video to show. It was like stained glass. It was kind of like you could see through it, but it was like comic book pages of like, I think they did the main thing. I was like, put some X-Men in there, maybe some Spawn, but it was comic book pages on the walls and the floors, and she put like lights in it too, so that it would glow and everything. It was neat, and so I made a strip club, because what else would I make to get people to come in and stuff, so I could like, it was to kind of help get a feel of how the game was, because sometimes I would go into rooms and people wouldn't talk. Like I tried to talk to them and they wouldn't talk. So I made my own club. I think the land was $15 a month, and then I got a stream which you ran through Winamp. You know, kicking the llama. You ran through Winamp, or if you had another thing to use, you could use that, but most people use Winamp. That's how I learned how to DJ for my friend Nugs. You ran it through Winamp, and you could play whatever was on your computer, or if you wanted to run like whatever else through it, you could. But you ran it through an amp and played whatever was on your computer, and it streamed through the plot of land. So I did the strip club, and I had people that work for me. And so I would talk to them and ask them. I didn't tell them what I was doing. I was just like, I'm kind of new to all this stuff yet. So what's your take and everything? And they told me. And then I'd talk to the people that came in, because they seemed friendly and stuff. So I'd talk to them, and I just couldn't, like, I made friends, and then there was like assholes that would come around and stuff. So I couldn't decide on if it was a good game or if it was bad or whatever. Because basically, you would get guys coming in and trying to pick up the dancers to do out of game stuff in like Skype or whatever. And then you're getting guys coming in and trying to hook up real life, like, hey, I'm here, where are you from? And they'd be like, well, I'm from here. And they'd be like, well, that's not too far. How about you come over and stuff? And it turned out they had wives. Like, they're cheating and stuff. And then there was women that would do that too. And a couple of them were, the dancer knew, but didn't really think about it too much. So when the guy was like, I can't tonight because my wife is going to be home, then she got all pissed off, and there was drama over it. And I was like, listen, you can't fuck with the guys that come in because they're married. And then there was like a couple that came in, and they didn't really at first say they were a couple or anything, and they were trying to, I think, swing. And it turned out they saw Second Life from, not NCIS, Law and Order or something. Some cop show on primetime had mentioned Second Life. Apparently in the show, a guy got killed because he met somebody on Second Life, and the wife was kind of pissed off or whatever. So people were like, you can do that in a video game. You can go meet people. So people are coming into Second Life from that show, and so we had like swingers and stuff coming in, and that just caused drama for the club. So it was like, on one hand you got to meet people, but on the other hand, if you were trying to get involved with somebody, most of the time they were married or something like that, and it just ruined stuff. So I couldn't make a clear review on the thing. And then there were just psycho people in the game. One of them was pissed off because I would talk to other people, and they didn't want me to talk to other people. And I was like, I'm not into that. And I was like, you need to go fuck off. And then they would make other characters who come in and try to fuck with me and stuff. And I was like, that's not gonna work. I was like, fuck off. So, like, it just got to be annoying. So I ended up didn't do a review, and I played for probably about a year. The first time I went in, and that girl took me to it's supposed to be a BDSM strip club. I think I was on there for 24 hours straight, just watching and talking to the people, and trying to find out about it and all that stuff. So I was like, come on, load in. I was trying to find out about stuff and get information and everything, and I was like, okay. And then I went to bed. I slept all for like the whole day and stuff. But I had to go and start playing these games to figure out if Steve and them are, full of shit or whatever. But I kept it to myself. Man, that is really laggy. I know I'm walking into a fence post right there, but I can't help that. But it sucked. So when they changed I forget what happened. I think Steve and Rusty had a falling out with the other two guys, and so they went and made the Gamers Pub, and he brought in a couple other guys from the community that was showing up on the podcast more, and they did the Gamers Pub where they would sit and drink and talk about stuff, and they would still have game nights, and I was part of hosting game nights for them and stuff because they're starting to get lazy. Then they didn't want to put all the work in, but they wanted all the viewers and stuff. And I told them, I was like, dude, you have to come on and play with the people because that's why they're here. They're here to play games with you. They're not coming to play games with me. They want to play with you guys. They want to murk the hosts and like Call of Duty and whatever. And I was like, they don't want to murk me, the fucking promo guy. So their game nights didn't last very long. I don't even think the podcast lasted very long. I don't think it did the same thing as what XBL Radio did. Because it was more or less drinking, and the one guy, Guije, was, I don't know, he was out there and he was gonna, let's say, crass and stuff. So he didn't care what he said. And so I think they lost a bunch of people because of that. And, who wants to sit and listen to them drink beer and talk about the beer and that and less about gaming and stuff like that. So it didn't last very long. I think their site is still up and stuff, but um, yeah, I don't think I don't remember, but I don't think it lasted very long. But I tried to help them. So then some of the other guys in the XBL radio community, T-Talks and JHR Superman and Bumblebee and Alfred, they asked me, because I did a podcast, they asked me how I did that, and I kind of knew they were planning on doing one, so I told them, and then they started doing the Gamer Husband, which was them four, and it was pretty good. I liked it, but Sam Superman would do the shit where he would start bringing politics in, and I don't think anybody wanted to hear about politics. And then we would be playing like Halo. That fucking scared me. I was like, what the fuck is that? We would play like Halo. Oh, now I have enough wood to do that. I fucking hate you, game. We would play Halo, and then we would do the one where um, it was just headshots. That's how you kill people. Um, and he would run around and get shot, and he'd be like, "The game must be lagging or something. I shot that guy first." And I was like, "Okay, Sam." So then we'd we would I'm getting sidetracked again. Do I have enough? What am I missing? Scrap. And stone. No, this one. What am I missing? Stone. Don't do that. No, it said I was full on stone. Is it clay? No, because clay looks different. Let's set this and see what happens here. But it was like every time we played... Oh no, I must not have been... What the hell? It told me in that other cave I was full on stone. So, like, that kept being a thing with him. We would play Gears of War, and he'd be like, I downed that guy, and I don't know how I got killed. And it was like, okay, Sam, you go ahead and keep saying that, you know, that's what happened. Why did my phone just like, the hell? And it was like, even if, like, we were doing, like, me in a group against him in a group, and I actually had, like, I would snipe. I would sit somewhere in the camp and snipe. And he'd be like, I had that shot. I was like, you didn't even know where the fuck I was. And so he got a little annoying, like, with that. Like, we were playing GTA, and we were trying to run the jobs. You know, like, go to the airport and shoot all the guys and take the airport. And he just wanted to shoot each other, and when you die, you lose money. And it was like, I'm trying to save up for a freaking car or get another garage, and you're sitting there pretty much getting the cops after us and, you know, killing us and making me drop my money uh, for the house I'm trying to save up to get so we can do other stuff. Because, like, it was coming out to the where you go in the house and run the missions with Lester. That was coming up, and we were trying to build up money to get a house to do that because it was leaked and it said how much a house is going to be and stuff. So we were trying to do that, but he just wanted to get the cops after everybody and kill each other. And I was like, come on, man, that's not fun. And then he would complain when he got shot or whatever, and I was like, I can't believe I sat around all this time, you know, listening to your bullshit. So it got to the point where they were doing giveaways, and their buddy that had his own podcast would come and end up winning the prize. And I was like, dude, you can't give the prizes to the guy from another show that gives out his own prizes and probably takes these ones and gives out on his show. I was like, you gotta give to the community. I was like, that's what fucking Steven them did. And he didn't really listen, and people are getting kind of annoyed about it. That, what was it? Lefty? Chris Brown is what his name was. Uh, Lefty was always getting the freaking prizes and stuff. So I went in to hit Lefty's one time, and he was giving away this pinball game. And you got this like magic 8 ball that looked like a pinball ball. And I won that. I didn't even fucking want it, but I went in and won it just to be like, you know, fuck you. You're not giving it away to one of your buddies or whatever. And so I won it. I think it's sitting in my box of games that I played because I didn't. It wasn't that great. And honestly, I know it's in the box it came in yet, but I don't even know where the hell the Magic 8 Ball is. I thought that was stupid. They should have gave you like something else. They should have made something else as a thing to get with it, but they didn't. It might have been Williams pinball, maybe. I don't know. Like the boards they gave, the pinball machines they had in it were dumb. They weren't like the FX pinballs, and they weren't like, you know, like how Williams makes like I think the Terminator pinball machines and stuff like that. Nothing like that. I think the game was selling for like $10 or something. I don't even know, but it wasn't that great of a game. I think I played it once, threw it in the box of played games I had, and never touched it. But it then it got to the point where, because like throughout the whole Gamer Husbands thing, I think I made like 6 appearances on their podcast, and they did the same thing Steve did. They wouldn't tell you what they were going to talk about beforehand, and they would just bring it on you. And at least for me, when I was doing mine, you know, I'd be like, hey, this is what we're going to talk about, and stuff. And then, you know, it would give people a chance to go off of. Yeah, I think it's R to turn. Like, it would give people a chance to go off of. Okay, next thing. Well, we can make these too, can't we? Yeah. Let's go outside and put these down. Let's put them. No, I don't want any of your stupid fake insurance. I just ding. Yep, I. This is annoying. I'm gonna have to fish some more off of. Okay, let's sleep so it's daytime, so I can actually see the ground and what I'm looking at. So like, Gamer Husbands would do the whole spring stuff on you. Like they had a Google Documents thing, but you wouldn't even get a link to that until like 10 minutes into the freaking show. And it was like some of the stuff they would ask or want to know. Wait, what the? Oh, I'll see what happened. This stupid rock here, I had to build around, and I was like, why? I thought it was like here. So anyways, like they wouldn't give you time to. Where do I want to put that? Do I want to put it back here? Because I can always expand back here too. But if I go to another island and can't come back here, then it's kind of pointless. Um, to expand. But to put rocks in a thing would kind of. I guess it would be good. I don't know. We're gonna do it anyways. what do I need for... What is that? Okay, what can I put in here? Hardwood and regular wood. Okay. So what are the sparky things? Dark essence, which are... I'm gonna assume the spiders and stuff in the cave. I love that I pointed the wrong way. So... So like, oh, I guess... Okay, I'll kill this deer, then we'll go back and look at the thing that we just got. And then I think I might end it here. So like, it was annoying that they wouldn't be like, hey, this is what we're going to talk about today or tomorrow. You know, look up and give us your take on it. They were just like, hey, what do you think of this? And I was like, come on, man, don't do what XBL Radio. So they also have a couple things here. They have this vest. I don't need that. I don't need that either. I think the only thing they have here that I'd actually want is like this, or why is the fish bowl 40 when the fish tank is 15? We're gonna buy the fish tank, but we're probably not gonna put it up. And then they have this place down here. You can buy a globe. You can buy a treasure map, which we might grab. We'll see what the hell. Well, I'll grab it off of offline, I should say, because I'll have to go farm some more trees and stuff to make money. This even the frames thing even happened. I'm gonna start calling it frames thing because it's not lag, because lag would be if you're playing online. So anyways, so what do I do? Do I put my metal in there? I guess that's what we do. We put the wood in here, and then we're not gonna do that because we can barely find salvage. We haven't found machine parts. We found some sapphires. That's okay. So we are going to... No? Stone turns into... I don't know what that is. I'm gonna assume... Why wouldn't stone, or why wouldn't you put the iron shards in there? Put the stone. Let's see what this does. Why I talked to you. So like, Maybe I can put the, maybe I'll do the fish tank thing too. Let's see. We'll put it over here so that you can see it when we walk in. Then assume everything you open up is that. No, apparently not. We have glass, we can get wood. I don't know what that other thing is. Let's see. Is that clay? Limestone. We don't have limestone. That must be on another island. Alright. So, now I'm getting sidetracked and not figuring out. You need 10 pieces to do... Wow. Okay. Well, I guess that's what the mine is. Did my house just get... Apparently not. Apparently trees, or there was... You know, stuff, weeds or whatever. But, they just started getting to where, they were getting kind of bad. Like, Lefty would come on the show a lot and talk about stupid stuff. They were kind of going down the XBL radio path where they would shit on games that were actually good, but they didn't like them because it wasn't what they would play. And I was like, why are you even talking about them if you don't even play this shit? Like, I think it was Forza. I'm pretty sure it was Forza. The one guy was on, and he was like, yeah, this isn't really a good racing game because you can see where the car just slides around the turn and it's not really touching. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, that was my comment on their podcast on iTunes or whatever. It was like, what are you talking about? You must not know how to fucking play games. Your Xbox must not be working right if that's what you're seeing, because I don't see that when I play. And then they shit on, again, they shit on Dynasty Warriors, and I've never seen any of them play the fucking game. It was like they watched a video of somebody else playing it and saying it was bad or whatever, that didn't know anything about the game, you know. I think it was like Dynasty Warriors 6 or 7 or something. And it was like, the guy doing the video probably didn't ever play any of the other ones. And the guy that was saying that they played it and didn't like it or whatever, I'd never seen him play it or any of the other ones, so he didn't know what the hell he was talking about either. Now it's just like, you guys expect me to promote your show and you shit talk games and stuff like that. So I was like, I don't know how I fucking bees. I was like, I don't know how I feel about promoting the show anymore. I would hold game nights for him, and like they would. Holy fuck! And it was kind of like XBL Radio, where like sometimes they wouldn't show up, and they'd be like, "Hey, you can host tonight, right?" Yeah, but it's supposed to be your thing. You're supposed to be doing it. And so it got to the point where I had to deal with some of the guys that didn't know what the fuck they were talking about coming in to play and trying to be buddies with me, even though they were talking shit about games and didn't know what the hell they were talking about. They just figured, I really don't like this. Because it says it can hit you and kill you. I read that. It's like the lightning in Minecraft. But it was like some of them guys were being fake and stuff. I was like, I don't really want to fucking hang out with them guys that are trying to buddy up to me. So it got to the point where they had 8 people every time on the podcast, and half of them didn't know what they were talking about. They were just there to be there. And it really drug the show down. And I was like, why are you like that? Like, they went to PAX East the first year, and there was this girl named Baby Girl that Bodobo hung out with, and somehow he got her to listen to the show, and so she was like, oh man, these guys are big time. I gotta get in with them. So she would show up for all the game nights and be pissed off when they weren't there. Like, I tried talking to her. Like, she played games and stuff, so I played stuff with her. She kind of hung around me because she knew I was in with them, because I was like promoting and stuff for them. So she knew that, I had part of goddamn, I had part of helping out and stuff. And so when PAX East, like, she flirted, she had a boyfriend, and she kept flirting and stuff. And she was really into T-Talks, and she was into Alfred and stuff. My friend from the Gaia Online game, Vincent, Rusty Robot, yeah, Rusty Robot. He was coming around to play stuff, and the hell, he was coming around to play stuff, and he seemed like he was into her, but I think she was just flirting and fucking around, being a tease with him. And so when PAX East came up, they all went. I was supposed to go, but I had to find a way there, and I didn't want to take a fucking bus to Boston again, because I had done that before, and my anxiety kicked in so bad when I went to first stop. I've told the story before, and I don't want to drag this on much longer today. I just didn't want to take another bus, and so my JD and Tilt were all like, meet us here, take the bus to here, and then we'll take you the rest of the way. And I was like, okay. And then my buddy Bob Smoyer, Mr. Easy Street, he was like, they're gonna fuck you over. They're gonna take your money, and they're gonna let you stranded and all that stuff. And he's like, I don't want to see that. So I'll get my girlfriend to find us a hotel, and I'll set up to call off work, and we'll go, me and you. It'll be our thing. It'll be something for us to remember and all that. And I was like, well, okay, yeah. So I waited, and nothing ever came of it, and it was too late to be like, hey, yeah, I'll meet you at that spot, and then you can pick me up, and we'll go from there. It was too late for that. and I fucking hate Bob because of that. So I need to get that other thing. By the way, we need to get this. I think I'll farm for that offline or off video because we're gonna have to find parts, which means we're gonna have to sell a bunch or get a bunch of wood and sell it to buy all them parts. And you get 5 for 15 gold. So uh, that's gonna take a bit to do. I am gonna take the boat and go somewhere, but after we get a better sword and I clear that dungeon out down there. Or see if there's a boss down there. I don't know, Brent, you probably know, but that's my plan. I have to have some kind of plan and have some kind of goal for these videos, so yeah. But anyways, I didn't get to go to PAX, which probably would have got me in trouble anyways, because what happened anyways. So baby girl went, and Vince had offered, because he uh, rented a house or whatever. Uh, he offered her to stay there, and she said okay. So she got there, and I guess he wanted to make out and stuff, and she didn't want to because she was fucking leading them on and stuff. The whole, you know, even before they got there, and so she she went to the hotel where JD until T-Tox and all them was, and was kind of flirting with JD and Tilt, and they're like, yo, get the fuck away from me, we're married. And she was all like, well, that's okay, and they were like, no. So she went and found out where T-Tox and them, because they shared a room, found out where they were, and told them about Vince, and they didn't want to let her stay, but Alfred was like, yeah, um, you're gonna hang out here, but you're gonna have to go back over there since he rented that out because you said okay, yeah, you would go stay there with him. So Alfred ended up making out and stuff with baby girl, and he's married. And so after that, things started going downhill because that was a secret that like them four knew. I think JD and Tilt knew. I knew because baby girl told Bodobo, and Bodobo mentioned it to me, and I was like, what the fuck? So that went on, and I think it kind of, you know, put a wedge in everything because Alfred's married and he did that shit. And I don't think Scott agreed with it, or T-Docs agreed with it and stuff, so that happened. And then Alfred, uh, he would get annoying on the podcast. He'd be like, yeah, because his wife listened to the fucking podcast too. He'd be like, yeah, so I went and snuck this game in. I wasn't supposed to buy any games because we're kind of tight on money, but I snuck this game in, and I've been playing it. I hope the wife don't find out; she'll be pissed. And then the next week you'd be like, "Well, she figured out I got a new game, and now she's pissed off at me. I'm sleeping on the couch." And I'm like, "You're a fucking idiot, Alfred." So like, they just did stupid stuff, and they ended up bringing down the show and stuff. Um, I don't even know if it's still going on. I think it was down to Superman and Dragon, and then probably Lefty and I don't know. There's a couple of the other idiots that didn't know what the fuck we were talking about. I got them set up with the the gamer moms for a show, and the gamer moms kind of put Sam in his place when he started talking shit about stuff that he didn't know anything about. And so I think people seeing that episode was like, yeah, they're idiots. Quit watching. Because Ja Xbox chick has her own podcast and stuff she does. And I've listened to them. I watched her stream on Twitch at J A Xbox Chick. I think it's CHIC. Uh, she has a stream that she does, and so I watched her and stuff. I don't know how I found her and got to be friends with her, but I did, and she talked about stuff and it was right. And so I was like, what would happen if I got them to go on the Gamer Husbands and and talk about stuff? And they didn't come out and say you're fucking idiots, Gamer Husband Superman, but it was pretty much they schooled Sam on stuff, and it was great, and it made me fucking happy. It made me happy. So I was so glad I got them set up. But you know, it was just a shit show. So then I ran into DZ pretty much, and played stuff with him. We played that Dragon Ball uh, game, and he said he streamed and stuff, and I was like, well, I'm trying to do videos. It was when I started, pretty much, and so then I tried to help him out and stuff, but he didn't. He wanted to make a community, but he didn't want to weed out the bad apples because there were views for him. But he didn't want to be like, no, you can't come hang out in this game with us because you're stupid and you destroy stuff. So that, and then like some of his friends were like, hey, are you making a video today? And he'd be like, no. So then they'd leave the party and not talk to him the rest of the day. And then like if he was like, yeah, I'm gonna do some GTA, so then they'd all come in and hang out and play, and then after it was done they'd leave, and he'd be like, oh, I thought they wanted to hang out more. And I was like, no, you're fucking doing video, and that's all they want. So he ended up kind of dropping the community idea, which I thought was dumb. He could have drew. He had the stuff to do the community and everything. He just had to, weed out the fucking idiots and stuff. But he didn't really want to do that. And I was like, you could add something good. I was like, what you had is what I'm trying to do, and you had something good going. You just had to, not let the idiots come into your games and stuff and talk to the rest of the community. So that's pretty much been my whole online community, or being part of communities and trying to grow one. Oh, look, now they put a box on here for me. Trying to grow everything and stuff. Oh, I leveled up. I don't know what all I got, but so I assume I had to take this in order to get to this. I don't want this, but yep, that's what I thought. What's this? Oh! Fuck you. Fuck you. So I assume we had to go through all this crap to get down here, which is probably another slot. That is really... They should just give you the slots and give them things as something else. But, I guess we'll walk up here and see if there's another barrel. The barrels help me, apparently there was a barrel sitting there. I didn't fucking know because that tree was. I don't know how to rotate the camera. It should be, I think, that or no. I don't. It said, but I hit the button and it doesn't do anything. So I don't know how to rotate the camera. I'm probably missing out on barrels behind the. Well, that's not it. This should be it. Yeah. Let's go into settings. We'll look real quick. Controls. It should be, oh, there's roll, by the way. Oh, and there's block. I'm not going to remember that. I should probably make that B so I can remember it's block. See, they have screenshot. They have for fishing. They have boat controls, which I guess I'm going to have to change that. E for exit. Let's see if they changed. It shouldn't have changed. Okay, good. No, no, that's camera shot. Never. Yeah, there is no turn thing, so I don't know. They mess with the graphics. There's not really anything to mess with, I guess. Did they give us a bigger? Nope, they didn't give us bigger. I had to make it big so I could see. I don't know if I need VSync on. Maybe that's why it's doing that. I don't think it is. But anyways, you know, like I tried to help DZ out with his stuff because we were both doing videos and everything, and it was like most of his friends would only come around to be in videos, and I was like, they're not really the people you want. Like, I had a couple people ask me, and I was like, dude, if you're just coming around to be in videos, I was like, no. I was like, I know you're friends with DZ, but I'm not gonna do the whole, hey, I'm doing a video, do you want to come be in it? Because that just shows that they're only there to be in the video and not actually want to do anything else with it. And I'm not a fan of that shit. Okay, so let's see. I think I got some more stone. No, I don't have a block. So I'm going to. What am I going to do? Off video. I'm going to farm wood and sell it, and I'm gonna get more stone to make more of that. And the money I make from selling the wood, I'm gonna make or get for salvage metal because we need that to make this, and we need the salvage metal. We also need a lot of stone. So I guess I'll go in the dungeon and kill stuff to get the magic thing. Farm the stone in there, see if I can find more metal. Farm trees to get gold, to buy more metal. And it's gonna be a process. I don't think I'm gonna do that on camera. So, the next time we play, I might have the whatever that is, the smelter. I might have the smelter, and I should have the stone holder. So that I think that's what I'm gonna do off video. I don't know how long this is. I know I think I started. Well, it's probably a long video, so we'll call it here. And I hope you guys like the video, because you know, I'm trying. So you know, I'm trying to take the advice and stuff, and do, but I also want to go at my own pace. I don't like to rush stuff. Like, I know in Starfield it was like, I know where this thing is and I know where this thing is. I could go get them. But it's also, you know, you gotta get some points in this stuff before you go do that shit. So I like to kind of take my time and um, go through a game and not rush, because it's a chance to talk to the viewers and stuff too. Um, I definitely want to go into Minecraft. Like, I basically been trying to set up my Minecraft world to have other people come in. I wanted to make like a town, like Bruce, like Achievement Hunter did, like DZ tried to do in his game, but he just went into creative mode and did it, which wasn't that fun. I want to make like I want to clear a spot out, put my building, and then have space for other people to come in and build. That was my plan, but I don't have like a steady community. People join the channel, like join my YouTube thing, and then I guess if I don't put out videos they want to see, they leave. But that's the whole. You need to leave comments and like the videos that you like watching, so I know enough to do more videos. And if you just join for a video and then not say, hey, I like this video, do more, then I'm not gonna know. And I'm gonna resort back to, like, say, Fortnite, Neon Abyss, Halls of Torment, and probably this game. Uh, so, like, say if you like Dinkum and you liked watching that, then you need to let a comment and Dinkum and put a like, so that I know, and then I'll play more of it. I think that's basically how I'm going to go about it. And I think, you know, I said I was going to start playing some of the games that I've started, like the story games, like Marvel Midnight Suns. Um, start playing them and finish them on video. I think I'm going to have to load it up and look. I think I'm going to go through Wizardry. I think I have 5, 6, and 7, and maybe 8 on Steam. And I know I was playing one of them, but I think I'm gonna go play 5. Start 5 on video, and try and go through it and beat it. And then do, you know, like, one video do Wizardry, another video do like Halls of Torment, another video do Lens, then go back and do another in that Wizardry game, and then maybe do some Hollow Cure, and then do some Lens, and then do another video in Wizardry, and then do another, like, say, Hollow Fighter, and then do a Lens video. And just do that until I beat that game, and then uninstall it, and do Wizardry 6, and just keep doing that, rotating days where I do a Wizardry video, do some random video that somebody liked, and then do more Lents, since I have somebody that likes watching Lents. Um, and just keep that up, and try to beat some games and do some different videos and stuff. I think that's my plan, unless somebody gives me some input besides Brent on what to play, because I don't know what else to do, and I don't want to waste your time playing games you might not want to see. Like, do you really want to see Tempest? I think it's a decent pirate game. I have all the DLC for it. I bought it all because I wanted to play it on video, or if I got streaming, do it in a stream. So you're gonna have to let me know. I like playing the games. It's just I don't know if some of you like watching the games. So give me some feedback besides you, Brent, because I already know you like Lens. So